People that are thinking about buying One Night Ultimate Werewolf, open your eyes. Hey, this is an even weirder move, and I'm going to be talking to you about One Night Ultimate Werewolf, which is an awesome game. Basically, the best incarnation of Werewolf that I've played, and of all of the games that currently exist where you take about 10 minutes to look at a card and then lie to your friends about what was written on that card, it's probably the most solid of all of them, in my opinion. There are a couple things I think you need to watch out for if you're going to buy this game, but in general, if you're looking for a quick party game that plays a lot of people and has that nice bluffing social poker face thing going on, this is probably the game for you. So, One Night Ultimate Werewolf, as you can probably tell from the Werewolf and the Bezier Games thing, is a variant of Ultimate Werewolf. The difference here is, as you can probably tell from the One Night, is that it lasts only one night. But how can it only take up one night when the werewolves have to eat the people and do all the things, you might ask, in a confused haze? Well, because the win condition of this game is determined entirely by who's killed at the end of that first day. If a single werewolf is killed, the werewolves lose. I guess they're scared away, they think that the villagers know who they are, and they go away, and they just never come back, and everything's great, and the villagers get to win. But if the werewolves aren't killed, then they know that the villagers are idiots that spend the entire day arguing amongst themselves, and then the very next night, I guess they eat everybody in the town, and then they win. So that's how it works. The major changes here from other instances of Werewolf, apart from only lasting one night, are the lack of a moderator, which is accomplished by either having somebody memorize the script and just say it with their eyes closed, or using an app, which the app is pretty crucial for this game, so you should just get it's free, just get it. And the way that that's able to work is that none of the roles really require you to confirm any knowledge later. So they're all about switching other roles or seeing who other people are, but there's no like the protection roles that exist in Werewolf where I point at somebody and then later if the werewolves point at that person they don't die. I don't know, various other things like that. Those aren't in this game and makes it a little bit smoother and allows for it to be this short, sweet game rather than a long, crazy thing. If you are looking at getting one of these kinds of games where you give somebody a card and everybody gets one and you spend a little bit of time kind of lying to each other and then at the end you figure out who's who, I would definitely suggest this game if what you're looking for from that game is a social experience based on reading people's reactions, kind of bluffing and lying, and a little bit of chaos so you're never exactly sure what's going on. If what you're looking for is more of a deduction kind of puzzle game where you're able to piece together information and over a little bit of time figure out who's who, for sure, I would not suggest this game. There's a little bit more chaos in here than someone that's into that would like. It's also really possible that, I don't know, you can just make a really bad decision early on whose cards you switch. Tell somebody whose cards you switch, and then it's now known that you're a werewolf, and you end the game. But the game is so short that those rounds are usually hilarious anecdotes and not miserable, depressing things where you've just spent, 20 minutes carefully putting together a plan, and then because of something weird happening, now you lose. I don't know. It's great. It's really good. Right now this is beating out, let's see, what have I got that sits in this category? I've got like Coup, Resistance, Bang the Dice Game, maybe Love Letter counts as one of these. Anyway, right now, this is really gonna be the one that I break out more than those, especially with large groups, because I don't know, the streamlined nature of it, the short time limit allows you to play multiple rounds, just enough chaos so that people don't feel like they're helpless against the towering pinnacle of logic person that sits down and says, oh, you did that, and then you did that, and this went there, and now you did that, so that means that you're the spy. Vote. Boop. Which sometimes can happen in Resistance if you give someone long enough. So yeah, I don't know. That's One Night Ultimate Werewolf. With the app, this is a must-get game if this is something you're into. Without the app, it's a little irritating. I've only really played it once without the app because it makes it so much easier to play and so much more convenient. And I haven't memorized the script for this, even though I've heard it a lot of times and I've played this game a lot of times. I don't think I would enjoy having to have somebody read the script out loud with their eyes closed and have everybody bang on the table and make a bunch of noise to cover up the sound of the cards moving around. Actually, that's another thing. In this game, the cards are these tiles. I like these tiles. They're nice and sturdy, and they have some really cool art on them. But, so, should these get banged up, they're going to be really easy to tell who's who. And since they're these tiles and not cards, they're easier to pick up off the table, but they're also not very easy to, like, sleeve, I guess. Although I guess you could just throw them in regular sleeves, but that's janky. I don't want to do that. So I like these components, but I'm going to have to be pretty careful with them. Just from sliding them around on the table, there's already a little bit of scuffage going on some of these. Up at the top of this Tanner guy here, he's got some. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with which of the crazy party guest people I let handle this game. Of course, we've got some people that like to fold cards, just grab all the cards in your hand like this. Just get them. Yeah, so, I don't know. Maybe that's the game group. One and Ultimate Werewolf. Awesome game. Definitely pick it up. Just go do that. Okay, I'll see you later.